I was just going to check the oil before I even go to start this thing to see what it's doing. It was dropped off. I was told it runs for a couple minutes and then turns itself off, shuts off, whatever, dies out. They said they clean the carb and whatnot. So as soon as I get right here, I notice oil's already coming out. Like as soon as I start to turn this. So I know the oil's overfilled. Like it's got too much oil in it. It shouldn't be automatically coming out. That's ugly too. Shit. That is hella over full. And oh god, what is it looks almost milky, like water or something's in it. Okie dokie. And that's supposed to be straight oil on that end. Huh. Maybe there's a seal or something that ain't right. Yeah, that's where you put your oil in. That looks like it's got water in the oil. Let me take a step back here. Let me get some gloves on and get me a pan or something underneath this thing. I want to start there. I don't even want to crank this. That oil looks like it's got water in it. Alright. Got my ratchet and wrench out here. I think my favorite part about living way the hell out here is I can jam like this for like 2 hours at a time. I ain't gonna hear shit from nobody. People shoot guns out here and all kinds of shit. It's fun. It's almost like the further you go up this road, the more it's kind of just down to get along with your neighbors. That oil looks really rough. So, I smell gas. So, it's probably a stuck float. I'm gonna pull the carb again. If the float needle gets stuck, it'll flow over and then it'll go past your rings and get into the motor. So I can smell it. It smells like gas. I'm gonna let it drain out. I'm gonna pull the drain plug right here. That's over full. What you're seeing right now is too much oil. So when I take this bolt loose, matter of fact, I'll just put that right here. Let's go ahead and to the right, makes this go to the left. Let's get under here. Oh, I can't quite get to it from there because of the tire. 1 second. Yeah, I could just do that. That'll work. 1 second. We'll put one of these on here. Like that. Then we'll put a angle on it right there. Yeah, we'll use that. How about that? Damn. This thing was hella over full. It is still going everywhere. Alright. I'm still one-handing, so this ain't as easy as it could be. Yosemite. My weapon. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. All right. Oh, I got to get past that bar. No. Well, maybe I can do it this way. 1 second. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna drain this thing all the way out. Yeah, that smells like gas. we probably got a stuck float or had a stuck float at some point. So it needs fresh oil. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this and clean it again just for good measure. And I'm gonna check my spark. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this carb off. It's soaked right here. There's gas all in right here. So I don't know what we got going on, but it's been leaking some shit through here. So I want to pull everything apart, start from scratch. I'm gonna pull this spark plug. I'm gonna check the gap, make sure that it's correct, get the spark plug gap. I'm not gonna go as far as adjusting the valves because that wasn't what we were talking about, but maybe they could be checked too, but we don't have the seal and I don't want to deal with all that. It's probably fine. We want to get fresh oil, get this carburetor out so that I can clean it good. So I'm gonna get my needle nose. I've got some to clamp off this gas line. I'm gonna back off this piece. We'll pull this off. There's a couple of different things that could be going on. Like if your vent isn't working properly, that could be starving you gas, but this is wet as hell. Like this is soaked in gushy right here. Like this being wet like that is not supposed to be like that, because I haven't even pulled that cord to attempt to turn it over or anything. I check fluids first, as long as I'm in my right mind. I tried to. Yeah. Pull this off, check gap, go from there, put the plug back in, fresh oil. We'll see how this goes. Okay. We definitely had gross ass oil. That's gas in the oil. And the carburetor's really clean, but that float needle was sticking. As soon as I pushed it up against the actual float body where it grabs to it, it knocked it loose, but it was stuck. So I don't know what made it stuck. Like, I have no clue, but it was stuck. So we'll see. I'm gonna spray through that one more good time in the idle jet and everything, put it back together, fresh oil, clean this all up, and gap that spark plug. Okay, so I'm about to throw this thing the rest of the way back together, and I just want to mention for the record, this thing was clean as hell. It just appeared that the float needle was stuck. When I pushed it in right here on the float itself, it kind of knocked it loose and it started springing. So I don't know. We're just gonna finish cleaning it and oil and see what we can do here. Got the spark plug out. I'm gonna check what the spec is and get it gapped properly if it's not the spec. Got the carburetor back on. Everything's starting to go back together here. This is supposed to be 0.027 to 31. That's about right. It was already spec'd properly. It was already gapped properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in and get this oil filled back up real quick. I got the drain plug back in, carburetor's back on, everything's together. Turn that on. I just need to put some oil in it, and I gotta find some oil around here, see if I have some. I might need to run and grab some real quick. Got my funnel over here, just wiped it out. I had some 10W30, and that's actually what this thing calls for. So we're gonna pop 16 ounces of this in here, make sure we don't overfill it. Then I'm gonna crank it up and see how it does. Okay. I couldn't get my funnel down in here, so I'm about to cut a piece of hose that I just melted and fit onto the end of this thing. Making tools, you know, fun stuff. Those little kitchen scissors are badass. Got my little hose here. Let's fill this damn thing real quick. I still got to put in like another 8 ounces. It's slow. About 4 more ounces and we'll start getting pretty close, so I'll slow down when I get to that point. This is how we go down. We put in right at 16 ounces and it's just up at the bottom of the dipstick here. But you can pure see the oil right here at the bottom of your threads. That's plenty of oil. I'm not gonna put any more. I don't want to overfill it. It's got plenty. We're gonna see how it runs here in a second and let it run for a while and see if it shuts itself off. All right, let's see if we can crank this up with one hand real quick. I got water hooked up to it. Go ahead and choke it. Bunch of that vibration was just that. I'm gonna leave that running for a couple minutes and see how it acts. Had to get me a Mountain Dew. This thing's been running for probably 10 minutes or so. I was spraying the trigger and stuff for the first 4 minutes or so. Let me go ahead and shut her off here in a second. Yep. I say it runs fine. That's a fix. It looks like the float needle stuck at some point and it overflowed a bunch of gas into the oil, which had it so full that it was coming through in the air box, but it wasn't enough to get the filter wet. So it's not like it was choking it, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what would happen that would make it shut off. They said after it had been running for about 5 minutes or so, whatever, it would shut itself off. It's running fine now. The spark plug was all ready to spec. The carburetor was clean. It just had a stuck, like the needle little valve right there, the little springy part was stuck. Fresh oil, good to go. Yeah.